everyone, it's Mrs. Martello. We're going to do a little supplemental work for section 4.1. And in this video, we're going to look at slope-intercept form given any point and a slope. It could be any point along the line, not necessarily the y-intercept. So the first thing we want to do is we want to identify the slope as the m, and we're going to use our point as x and y. We're going to plug that into y equals mx plus b. So if you think about it, the y comes from the point, the m comes from the slope, the x comes from the point. The only thing we don't know is b. We don't know the y-intercept if they don't give us the point that's the y-intercept. So we have to find the y-intercept in order to write our equation. So then we're going to solve that equation for b. Once we have our b, now we're ready to write our equation. With the m and the b, x and y go back to being variables. X and y as variables. Anytime you write an equation, x and y are always going to be x and y. Let's look at some examples. So in example 1, I would definitely suggest you copy all of these down, have these in your notes. That is not from the book, is a supplemental resource here. So our slope, they're telling me, is -2. That's my m. And my point, they're telling me, is 4 and -3. That's going to be x and y. Let's plug this all in to y equals mx plus b. We're going to plug it in to slope-intercept form. So our y is -3 equals our m is -2 times our x, which is 4, and then plus b. I don't know what b is, so now I'm going to solve this equation for b. First step is let's multiply these two numbers. -3 equals -8 plus b. Now let's solve for b, so I'm going to add 8 to both sides, and I get 5 equals b. Now I'm ready to write my equation. Up here, I know my slope is 2, that's my m. I know my b is 5. Our equation now is y equals -2x plus 5. And I have my equation in slope-intercept form. Let's take a look at number 2. So in number 2, again, our slope is m, and our point is x and y. Let's plug it into y equals mx plus b. So our y is 6, our m is 3, our x is -2, and then plus b. I don't know what b is, so it's just going to be a variable, and now we're going to solve for b. Let's simplify our equation. I get 6 equals -6 plus b. And with solve for b, let's add 6 to both sides, and I get 12 equals b. I'm ready to write my equation. My m, they told me up here, is 3. My b is 12. So our equation is y equals 3x plus 12. Let's look at number 3. So number 3, they're giving me my slope is 0, and my point is x and y, 10 and 12. We're going to plug this into y equals mx plus b. My y is 12 equals my m is 0 times my x, which is 10, plus b. Well, 0 times 10 is just going to cancel out. Those go away. So then I'm left with 12 equals b. I'm ready to write my equation now. In my equation, I know that my slope is 0 and my 12 is b. So my equation would look like y equals 0x plus 12. But let's simplify this equation some more. 0 times anything is just going to cancel out. So our equation would just be y equals 12. And that would be our equation. Let's take a look. Number 4, here's our last one. Our slope is 1/2. Our x and y is from the point. Let's plug it into y equals mx plus b. Y is -8 equals m is 1/2 times my x, which is 4, and then plus b. I don't know what b is, so I'm going to leave b as b. Let's solve for b. We're going to multiply here first. -8 equals -2 plus b. Solve for b, we'll add 2 to both sides. I get -6 equals b. Let's write our equation. My m is 1/2, my b is -6. The equation would be y equals 1/2 x. And then instead of saying plus -6, I'm gonna say -6. And there's our answer, just like that.